Hi there, and welcome to part 2 of Monday. I'm trying to think of the date, September 14th, somewhere along there, September 16th. Anyway, I wanted to bring a short segment on the writing piece because of our technical difficulties in the previous video that I wanted to do, and that is that we are starting our poetry. And that will start this week, and you should be faithful, and we'll try to practice a little bit when to class. So I have just called it the September Poetry Select. It might just be September Poetry on Sycamore. It is under Documents. Now, I think some of you know those, but it is up there. There should be a list. And so if it's first or second or where it came. But it is a portion of the Declaration of Independence. Now, if you have brothers and sisters and even to 8th grade, we are, most of us, school this year, are studying American history. The kids all the way are doing Maryland writing. And we will probably do a few topics on Maryland, so that will give you a little bit of experience with that as well. But the poetry is much the same for the whole school, all the way up through 8th grade. Doing the Declaration of an excerpt, and there's information that came or where we obtained the text from. And I'm going to read it out loud, and then I want to make a couple of comments. This Declaration of the United States of America, and that the reason it is because it had named the United States of America. They were of America at that point. When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to design and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God in a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the cause of them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator, certain, unalienable, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights governments are instituted from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. And to prepare this, I suggest you work 2 lines at a time, and that you begin on today, tomorrow, with this: the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, when in the course of human people to dissolve the political band. Now, the reason that we are doing this is because generally Americans waiting from common history. If you ask them what initially started the Revolutionary, they might have a shot at a fort. It'd probably be what you get at a fort in South Carolina. Well, that's the Civil War, and they don't even know what the name of it is. So you see the issue. Students do not have a grasp of American history, nor do they have a grasp of our founding documents, what the founding fathers did. And so we feel like it is a very important kind of insert into this year. That is why we are doing this and other similar Address, Star Spangled Banner. We'll be learning those. And so not that we're trying to promote, this kind of patriot or that kind of patriot. We have an amazing country that we live in, and we want to know how and why a nation and the founding fathers were intending. And so we want some of the things that they wrote, some of the original documents that were written. So I want that. And make sure you're trying to get through 1 or 2 lines a day. And they're going to be choppy at first, and then as you build, they'll get a little bit easier. It's just memorizing scripture. You're going to take a little time. So I want you to work on that, and we will talk more about that. And then your Tuesday. Remember that last week I did a short introduction of myself, keyword outline. And we're going to be doing something similar. Now, for today, I have posted up in the documents section an outline that you can use, and the specification sheet. We're not using a checklist on this first assignment. But as you create your keyword outline, I want you to do some of the same things that I did. So some things, I'm going to just give you a list of things that you could put in your keyword outline. Like when you were born, when and where. You could also tell me how many are in your family. You could tell me or activities that you like. Tell me activities that you're fan to do. And if you think you might forget these, you might want to write them down. You could tell me maybe you've been in public school. Maybe you've done school in another country. Maybe you've never been homeschooled. Maybe you've always been homeschooled. So you can tell me that. You could tell me about pets. You could tell me about trips you've taken. So anything in that bio, remember today I told you all kinds of things. I told you about my family. I told you about my kids. I told you and so the same would be true, is to go through and just create your keyword outline. Try to make it fairly organized, like that I was born at the end. Start with where you were born, when you were born, how old that makes you. Maybe you tell me about your family next. Maybe your school history comes in that. Make it into. Now, once you are finished with the keyword outline, then you want to take your paper and go ahead. If you know how to use dress them. If you don't, then just write for me. It just needs to be neat. And that is what then that you're going to put in that folder on Wednesday. So just a reminder, on Wednesday, you're going to bring me a folder, one of these kinds of folders, pocket folder. On the inside, you're going to have grammar, handwriting, and you're going to put the grammar stuff in one out of the green book, the writing stuff in the other side. In 7th grade, to begin to learn how to be organized in that manner. And then when you come in, it doesn't have to be yellow, it can be any color, it can be pretty pattern on the pair. Remember, you should have a couple of them. And come in, I will ask you to put them on. What I will probably do is ask you to order a first of them. And that will be something that you can do. Come into class, go ahead and get them out and put them. Seeing you Wednesday, and I hope you have a great question.